alternate costume ideas number 7, Marth. Now, when it comes to Marth, he's the classic original, Fire Emblem Lord, Fire Emblem main character, and, debuted in Melee, and he had, like, this design that was kind of in Melee and Brawl, that was, kind of based off, like, I think it was based off one of the classic games, but probably the third one. I think his second game, I'm not sure, but it was similar, very similar to one of his past games. Now we have a totally different looking Marth that's based off Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon, Fire Emblem Heroes of Light and Shadow, the two DS remakes of his games, Fire Emblems 1 and 3. We have this new Marth design, and so far we've seen no alternate ideas that could possibly go with that. I've thought of possibly 3 or 4 we could possibly have for Marth here, as alternate costume character ideas for him, as like for the game Super Smash Bros. 4 that can go along with that design. Like what other costumes could Marth actually have? What would be the visual difference to him that would make him stand out, and give people choices for something else to play as for him? Now, okay, the first one I could basically think of right here would basically be the very, very, very classic Marth. I think this is actually a design that's based off of, I'm not entirely sure, but I think it's based off of the original Fire Emblem, a very classic design. I think based off the original Fire Emblem. So basically, I'm thinking maybe actually give Marth a design. You can fully change the model to make him look more like the classic design, make him look a little more cartoonish like this, which would actually be pretty unique and different. It'd be kind of cool actually. Or you could just give him a costume and the slight hair change and whatnot. And basically give him a costume that's based off the original Fire Emblem, which would be very nostalgic for a lot of people, namely, people in Japan, because we never got this design here. He has the design he has now when they finally localized those games. Another alternate costume I could basically see for Marth would basically be kind of another classic design. I think this one might actually be based off Fire Emblem 3. And it's kind of similar, pretty similar to the design that he had in Melee and Brawl, which I think this is where they kind of got the idea for him. So this is another classic design. I think this is Fire Emblem 3's Marth. And like I said about the original Fire Emblem, maybe fully change it to look like this classic art style, or give him just the costume, like the white pants and the boots and everything. I think that would be kind of interesting, unique, and different. And it's another nostalgic classic feel that pull something from the past and make it, give people a choice. Another alternate idea, and I just recently said this idea 2 videos ago in the Lucina video. But how about we just specifically, maybe if Mask Lucina is only a taunt, maybe you can just totally make for Lucina. But how about Mask Lucina as a Marth alt? Because she is playing as Marth, she is trying to portray herself off as Marth, masked Marth. I'm thinking that might be a cool idea because it's not too much of a different change. It could actually be specifically called Masked Marth with a question mark, the costume. And she already plays like Marth practically, so you kind of have that visual difference, and you don't have to really worry about the taunt for the original Lucina. You can just give that as a thing for Marth, and a slight model change to kind of represent that, and I don't think that's too far off. And the fourth one I could basically think of, and it's just a random little thought, but there's so many people out there asking for this character, it's so freaking annoying. I'm sorry to say that. I like this character, I've named this before, I did a topic on it, but Roy from, Fire Emblem. People that want this character, there's really no point at this point to actually have him as his own spot. I do think model-wise, even though there's a slight height difference, I think you can work a Roy alternate into Marth. And I'm not going to say much beyond that because, unlike the masked Lucina thing, which I think is possible, this one I don't think is as possible. But this is the best hope I think for Roy fans. If you want Roy, this is the best hope you guys got. And that's basically my alternate costume ideas for Marth. I hope you guys like this video. Put in the comment section what you guys think. Did I miss any? Are there other Marth alternate costumes you could basically think of? Maybe something for a different class type or something? Or I don't know. Am I forgetting anything? And what do you guys think about this? What do you guys think about Mask Lucina? What do you guys think about like the classic Fire Emblem 1 and 3 versions, or possibly even Roy or something? Put in the comment section what you guys think. Do you like them or not? And I'll see you guys later in the next video. Peace.